next week. It's coming up real quick, but I wanted to give that a shout out to those guys. The other is something that's very dear to me because of the issues that I've been throughout my lifetime. Is that this month is Suicide Awareness Month and Suicide Prevention Week this week. And so I wanted to use this opportunity to share that message and share a story about my sister to your audience. My sister that's 4 years older than me, her name is Ngaoli, Kaoli Cha. A lot of you may not know, even the guys that I've been playing ball with may not know her. But she was the Nsaigongze of our family, the youngest daughter. She's a person that's, again, 4 years older than me, but always listened to me. She was what kept me going during our, so when we moved up here, I was 14, 15 at the time, and I was going through a lot of issues, like, moving from Fresno to Minnesota here in the dead of winter. There ain't shit to do up here. And so when you were 14, 15, you chip on yona, and so she was there for me, giving me, we both came up together before our parents came up. And so we came up, and then like 4 months or a month later, the rest of the family came up. So we came up to stay with family. But she was there for me from the start. Fast forward to 1994, she turned 18, graduated, was planning to graduate that summer. I was probably 15 at the time, 15 at the time, yeah, 15 at the time. She was 18, going to turn 19 in the fall. But she told my parents back in April of that year that she was going to go on a school trip. Probably, I recall that was spring break. But that weekend while I was playing outside, I caught her going to a friend's house, right? And so I went and told my mom about it. And later that night, my dad came and talked to me and, asked me where I saw her, and I took her to the neighbor's house. Sure enough, she was there with some friends of hers, and my dad, being the OG that he is, you guys understand. So back then, man, your parents were strict. Corporal punishment was the norm, right?
Right.
And so, she embarrassed her a little bit. Dragged her out, and brought her back home. But that morning, April 4th, 1994, changed our lives forever. That morning, somehow she grabbed my dad's revolver, found his bullets, and shot herself in the chest. And to this day, we don't believe, we struggle with the comprehension that she could do that to herself, right? And we've never found the answers to those types of questions, or we don't know, we can never think of anyone or her specifically that she would do that to herself. And nobody believes that she's capable, or nobody was able to believe that she was capable of doing that to herself. So again, my dad, told her, that was a time where the thought of suicide it was never on our minds, And my dad showed us all how to use a gun. He with the thought of, if there was a home invasion, we'd all be able to take care of ourselves. And so he had the bullets out separately from the guns, kept all of the kept those things separated. He knew all the gun safety rules. He taught us all how to use it, how to shoot it, how to take care of it. But again, the suicide and the harm that it caused internally would never come up. It never come up. You don't think about those things. But the reason why I wanted to share that is, again, because it's Suicide Awareness Week, Suicide Prevention Week, so Suicide Awareness Month. I wanted to share that story and her story with everyone, and show how that disorder affected my family, and that it give folks an idea of the importance of just talking to the friends, talking to your loved ones, understanding the symptoms and being aware of them, and not only being aware of it, how to help each other, how to help those that are going through that, or if yourself is going through that, knowing that there are resources out there for it. And the resources that I mean, there, you can Google it, you can do it, you can do Google it, you can search for it. You know, I can give you the I think Kang, I sent you the link for it. It's Suicide Prevention Lifeline, or lifeline.org. Suicide Prevention Lifeline.org is one of the resources that you can go to. 1-800-273-TALK 8255. I believe those resources are available 24/7 and strictly confidential. You know, the other thing is that my agency that I work for, the Minnesota Department of Veterans Affairs, is running something along that lines, being a Suicide Awareness Month. They're giving away free gun locks to anyone that requests it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the facts that they gave out to me was mind blowing. You know, like men who own guns are 8 times more likely to shoot themselves with it, you know, than men who don't have handguns. Women is staggering. It's 35%. You know, those are crazy numbers. 35% of women who own a gun is more than likely to shoot themselves with it. And so it's those types of statistics that needs to be brought to light. And you know, gun owners will say that, oh yeah, I take great care of my guns. You know, all of this, we've been through it. That's how I took it in our lives. And even having a gun lock there may not be 100%, but you know what? It could be the difference between life and death, if you really think about it. So if anyone wants more information on how to get a gun lock, I can send you that information. All it takes is an email with your name and your address. That's all it takes to request that gun lock, or I'm sorry, your name and your home address, and they'll send that out to you. Your information won't be shared with anybody, and it will be strictly just for that purpose. And so
why don't you give all the information, all the link and stuff you paying to? We'll post it on our page here too.
I'll definitely send it out to you. And I want to thank you guys for allowing me the time to kind of share that information, because I think it's very important. Your platform is awesome because not only are we reaching out to volleyball players, but it's going to get recorded, and I hope people watch it and understand the importance of it. And we're just not talking about volleyball here, guys. You know, I think that you guys are doing a great job. Keep at it, and we need to address these other issues that are affecting our community. I've seen just crazy things that are happening, so I really wanted to address that and put that bring that forward.
Well, for sure.